there are different types of sacrifices you must make as someone who is starting a business, especially in the beginning, for it to even kick off at all. Number one, you have to be ready to sacrifice your time. That new business that you think that, oh, I'll be working in my office and be trading my markets, so I can still maintain this my job and be doing my business. Yes, it's going to be possible for you to maintain your job and do your business, but know this, that business is going to encroach into your job hours. It's going to frustrate you while you are working that job. That business is going to make you feel like your life is miserable altogether with the job plus the business. You're going to learn to sacrifice your rest and your sleep. When you're supposed to be sleeping, you're going to be thinking of what next to do. You're going to be preparing your orders. You're going to be struggling in the night to understand why you did not sell the previous day. That new business, just like the birth of a child, just has a way of, depriving you of sleep, depriving you of rest, because it's always crying in your ear when you're supposed to rest. It's going to deprive you of your right to your leisure time and your time for entertainment and all that. It's going to cut it short, because all the time you have that you're supposed to use to gist, you're going to be using that time to meet up deadlines and struggle to make sure that customers are satisfied. You're just going to be struggling in the beginning of the business. No matter how wealthy you are, no matter how much money you put into that business in the beginning, that business is going to stress you out like you just had a baby. You are going to learn to nurture it, then it will begin to grow in your hands. That's how it is. You are going to have to sacrifice your fears and your doubts. All your fears and your doubts, you are going to have to push them aside. It's a sacrifice you must make. You must push that fear aside and do it anyway. Except, of course, you're not ready to achieve that dream that you already had planned in your mind. You're going to also learn to delay some pleasurable things that you would love to do so that you can achieve them in better ways in the future. Like that money you would have used to buy that hair that you love. You are going to learn how to keep that money, save it to the extent where it's up to the money for the hair, but you now put it into rebranding, so that the business can now look finer. Then when that beauty begins to attract more customers in the future, you will now buy that hair, or you will now buy another hair that will be better than that one. You understand? You're also going to learn to sacrifice your pride and your ego. You are a fresh business owner and you want the business to stand. You are going to learn, like I said, customers are always right. For somebody like me now, I made a first class in mass communication. CGPA 4.73, best in College of Arts and Social Science, best in the department of best in. And so I carry all those things. I keep them for one corner first. I pack all of them, put them inside very tight bag and kept them in one corner. It wasn't feeding me anyway. It was not providing my needs. So I kept it in one corner. And I had to focus on what was going to save me, what was going to save me on the long run, what was going to pay for my bills. And that was going out by myself to market my products, to talk to people about what I sell. In that situation, of course, I had to keep my pride at home. It helps you listen better. It helps you talk better. It helps you think better, clearer, especially where business and customer relationship is concerned. You are going to learn discipline, because it is discipline that will help you stay consistent, irrespective of the rise and falls that the business will give you. Did you listen to me? I did not say rise and fall. Because there's so many falls that you fall when you're starting. But each time you fall and you decide to stand up, the good thing is once you stand up, you do better. Once you stand up again after you fall, you do better. That's just how it goes. You keep rising and falling and rise. And then one day, zoom, up you go. And at that point, there's no stopping you. There's no delaying you. There's no holding you back. You just zoom like that. Once you get to that point, all the lessons you've been learning from all the falls and everything just becomes useful. The last but not the least sacrifice you must make as a small business owner is the spiritual sacrifice. Oh yes. When I say this now, somebody's going to say, yes, spiritual sacrifice cake. Yes, so except of course you're not spiritually inclined to anything, you don't believe anything, you don't pray, you don't have anything as serving. I believe in God. So spiritual sacrifice as far as the business is concerned entails fasting, prayer. Yes, prayer. Every time you open your mouth to pray for yourself, pray for your market. The moment I just open my mouth to say, Father, in the name of Jesus, thank you. Give me 2 seconds. I've mentioned Ribisque. Because a man's heart is where his treasure is. So this is where my treasure is. I pray for my business. I pray for my distributors. I pray for my customers. I pray for my distributors' customers. I pray for my distributors to be able to have more customers so that I can also have more patronage. I pray for my debtors. Oh yes, they have to have money so that they can pay me what they owe me, so that my business can keep going. That is sacrifices for the early stage of business. And as long as you continue to make this sacrifice, you're going to keep learning lessons that will help you to grow and keep you steady, up there on the long run.